Hi, my name's Autozone. I'm doing this video from Cornwall in the United Kingdom. It's Friday night, almost Saturday. I wasn't going to do a video, and I was like we do. Just before we go to bed, we start watching something on YouTube, and then next thing you know, it's another hour's gone. Anyway, totally unexpected video. Totally unexpected. I'm going to call this video something like I don't know. Don't put the police on a pedestal. Criminal policeman. Society fucking rots from the top, you know. People will have watched George Floyd being killed in Minneapolis by the policeman, and the video, the main video that shows him, doesn't show that there's 3 other policemen behind the car. They're all on him as well. So there's 4 policemen on him. You can only see the one. But all the videos I've seen, nobody comments on what I saw. The stream of urine coming from underneath the car. His fucking bodily processes gave up. He was dying. In that video, you're watching his life being snuffed out by a policeman who doesn't care. But there's also 3 other cops behind the car who are on him as well, and you can actually hear the cop. See what they have, they've got a script, because they know that if they face disciplinary action, they've got to be able to come up with a story, a narrative. So they always say, stop resisting. And that cop who you see with his knee on his neck, he's actually at one point he thinks, this has been going on a bit, I better start getting my script in action. And he starts telling him to get up. Well, he can't get up because there's 4 of them on him. He's handcuffed as well, so they could actually lift him quite easily. You know, they train policemen to actually lift you up safely. You know, how many times do we watch it on Channel 5 where they're being lifted up? The Friday night yob who's been arrested for the street punch-up, you know, where they're punching each other's lights out. Then the cops come arrest them, and then the cops just lift them up and put them in the van. And there they are, you know, the nut in the back of the door. But this, they're instructing him to go, well, that's for the script, that's for the disciplinary hearing. And it's coming out now that this guy has faced 12 disciplinary hearings for violent action or something. He's done things where complaints have been made against him for violence and other stuff. So he knows the script, and so he starts saying the narrative about halfway through. Get up, you've been ordered to get up, blah blah blah. So in other words, he's disobeying the order to get up, but he's got the knee on his neck, and he's got 3 other cops on him. So that's the narrative, that's the script. That's the deception. You don't never put a policeman on a pedestal. Never ever speak to a policeman. I had the police come to my place of work because my ex, because I went to see my son last year, 11 months ago, 10 months ago. He was like 15, he was coming up to summer holidays, and I thought, yeah, I'll go see him, and I'll say, son, do you want to come and see me? You know, you're an older lad now, you're old enough to know your own mind, do you want to come and see me? That's what I went and did. He sent the police, and the first thing the policeman said, they sent me, policeman, fuck it, they sent the biggest guy, so they've discussed it in the police station, and the biggest guy volunteered. I'll fucking do it. He sounds a right cunt, this bloke. I'll protect that woman, you know. She set him on, man. He's like coming, he's got the policewoman with him. I actually saw him come in the shop, the store. And I said to one of the lads I was working, oh, must have got a shoplifter. Next thing you know, his manager comes, calls me in, and the first thing that policeman did was tell the manager to leave. And I said, you stay where you are. To my manager, I told him straight. I said, you stay where you are. The policeman went, ignored me, and told my manager again to leave. And I said, if you leave, I'm leaving. And I turned to the policeman and I said, I want him here. And the policeman said, there's no need for him to be here. And he told him for a 3rd time to leave the room. And I just made it totally clear to my manager that if he left, I leave. And I told him not to leave. Fucking fuses started blowing in the policeman's head. Policewoman had her book out, but she didn't write a thing. She was waiting for something to happen violent that was negative against me. Well, that's what they did with George Floyd. They started, this policeman realised he was being filmed, blah blah blah, which he knew anyway, but he didn't care. But then he thought, protection mode kicks in, I better start the narrative, the script, the play. And then he started gloating, you're not going to win, boy, you're not going to win. And he started saying that, you're not going to win, you'll never win. Well, he's not going to win, he's got a knee on his neck. He's got 3 other policemen and he's already pissed his pants because you can see the urine coming from under the car. From his groin area. If you follow that trail back, that goes straight back to George Floyd's groin area. So, this video has just come out of the blue. And what I'm saying is, you can't trust the fucking police. And the gap between us and them is getting further and further and further. It's getting bigger because they're getting more arrogant. They hate the public. They hate Joe Public. And the best of it is, that policeman and that policewoman, I saw him a couple of months later when Warren came down to see me. Warren, who did that music video last summer. He came down about a month later. And what did he do? Within 3 hours of being here, he's diving in the sea to save a bloke who's like fell in the sea, and he's like, he was actually dead. And Warren jumped into the sea, and he's holding this guy up. He's like trying to keep him. He's turned him over. And the police finally came up, and one of them is this policeman and this policewoman who were like trying to get me. If my manager had left, anything could have happened to me. The police could have said anything, and that's what these policemen started to do with George Floyd. Now I'm going to put videos below, and the very first video is from 2007, and I used to talk about this video in 2007, 2008. I've known about this video all these years. There's another video, I'm not sure about the date of this one, but I'm sure it's 2007, but 2007 this happened. It's when all the fucking Bilderberg and the world, the G7 were meeting in Quebec. Well, a union, a trade union, organised a protest. And the police were there with masks on. When I say masks, they had like fucking black scarves, combat pants, baseball caps, and they were throwing rocks at the police. And the union reps identified them because the union reps were trying to... The police were in the crowd throwing rocks at the police, so then the police could beat up the protesters. You can't trust the police. It's nothing new. It goes back. And we've had the cases here in this country where the police were infiltrating... who was it? Oh, I forgot what it was. Not anarchists. They were the protesters against the power stations. And they were infiltrating, they were getting girlfriends, they were targeting vulnerable girls. They were identifying women who weren't confident, women who whatever, and they were getting in with them, and then they were becoming their boyfriend, and they fucking just disappeared. But they left them pregnant and with children. That was part of their undercover persona. And they had children to these women, and they just walked away. And the super anyway. But you go watch this Canadian march and you see the policeman. And in one of the other videos from years ago, which I've lost now, obviously, it's that long ago, he actually stops the camera and it zooms in on the boots of the 3 because he's leaning over the normal police. And they've got the same boots on as the fucking policeman. This one analyses it, but I used to have a video years ago where he analysed it just as well, you know, whatever. But it zoomed in on the boots. And the boots were exactly, all 3 guys had exactly the same boots, and all the boots were the same as the policeman's boots, the proper policeman, or whatever. But this is nothing new. You can see it with the Portland riots. Portland, St. Peter, is it? When the Republicans had a convention. A police car was parked. There was no policeman, it was just parked in the city centre. And then undercover cops smashed it up and then disappeared. And the film and the TV cameras, like CNN and whatever, filmed these anarchists smashing up this police car. The police had deliberately left this car, walked away from it, and then so it could be smashed up by undercover cops. You see these things. So go watch this Canadian thing, then go watch Minneapolis. What's happening now? They've killed a guy. They've snuffed the life from George Floyd. They've snuffed his life out, and they don't care. And are they holding their hands up, or are they just like walking away? What are they doing? They're making it worse. Because undercover cops are smashing. You see this undercover cop smashing windows of a shop. He's got this toffee hammer. It's not a toffee hammer, he's smashing the windows. But he's got this hammer and he's just going ding, 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 and he goes along, and you'll see the video below. And he's smashing the windows, and people are challenging him because people like you, people like me, people are becoming aware of the fact that you can't trust the police. And they challenge him. And he's a fucking cop. He's a policeman. He's not undercover. He's a policeman. He's whatever. And then there's a video below where there's a guy explaining it. I forgot what it's something. I forgot the name of the video. But go watch it. And this guy analyses it. And he talks about the police union. The police union, to protect their men when they're clearly guilty of whatever, they organise these things. And he talks and he tells you about Ferguson and other places. But this is nothing new, because that first video I showed you is 2007, and it was going on way before then. We don't live in a democracy. We live in this thing where you're not allowed to see the bars around you. You can't see them. They're invisible, but if you look, you can see them. We go back to that video, Goat Pen. In fact, I'll go find it and I'll put it underneath. I'll put that right at the bottom and watch it again. Watch the videos and then go watch Goat Pen, and that's who we are. We are goats being beaten and killed by the police.